So what do I actually need to organize to feel less chaotic? These are the 10 different files I would set up before launching anything. Hi, I'm Delana, and I help solopreneurs set up the systems that feel cozy and not corporate. Let's get down to what to create first. First up, we have a brand sheet. This one is going to keep all of your brand information, your fonts, colors, logos, graphics, any graphics that you use like regularly, that kind of thing. You want all of this to be in one sheet so that it's easy to find when you need it. And then if you ever do decide to hire a VA to help with a project or something like that, they've got everything in one spot. The second thing I recommend creating is an offer snapshot. So this one is super important right before or as you're planning to launch a new product. This one's going to have all of your information about who the product is for, what it's going to be called, what's going to be in it, how much it's going to cost, where you're going to market it, what's your sales page link, all of that fun stuff. It's all going to be in the offer snapshot sheet. Next up, we have a client onboarding template. So this one's going to be one that has all the information for your new client, like what's their name, what's their business, what's their website, potentially login information, but I would definitely keep that secure in something more like LastPass or 1Password, but you could put like their platforms that they're using and maybe where the password is saved, that kind of information in there. And then you could also put like your onboarding email to them, save it in the doc so that you can just copy and paste it over and email it to them when you are ready to start onboarding them. Next up, we have a launch tracker. So this one's going to be great when you've got your first product or service ready to send out into the world and you want to track how well your launch is doing. This is going to have information in it like your launch dates and maybe links to emails or links to sales pages or all of the above, because why would you choose? And it's just going to have all of the information like pricing, and then did you do early bird, or did you just sell it for one price the entire time, or were there bonuses for people if they signed up within a certain time frame? All of that kind of information is going to go into your launch tracker. And then I also recommend saving your emails, because if you ever decide to launch this product again, you can easily then find the emails that you used this time around to use again, and then just tweak them based on dates or price or whatever, if they did well the first time around. That way you won't have to keep looking for them every time you want to launch the product again. The next one that you need to create is a content hub. So this one is going to hold all of your content. So any Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or YouTube or blog or whatever, wherever you're putting out content, that's where you want to keep it all organized in one place, because repurposing is key to surviving without having to create new content every single day. It allows you to take time off, when you can still keep the posts scheduled, but without having to create new stuff while you're away. So it's really, really important that you have like a central hub to keep all of that content so that you can easily go back to it and grab things to pull from and repost whenever you're in that cycle of not creating new content. The sixth file that you need to create is a budget and income tracker. This one is super important because you need to know how much money is coming in, and you need to know how much money is coming out or going out, and you need to know how much you can pay yourself, and all of these things, right? You need to know when it's time to increase your money, when it might be time to decrease spending for a little bit, or if you can pay yourself more, like, if you've got more money coming in, then you could pay yourself some more money. So, it's super important to track that, and I would definitely start that from day one. Don't wait until you start making good money. Start doing it from the beginning so that you can see your progress as you go. Number 7 is SOPs. And what I mean here is creating an SOP like template, so that as you start tracking your processes, as you start doing things repeatedly and you want to keep track of how you're doing those things, you want to have a template that kind of lays out what you need to lay out. So again, if you decide to have a VA come on later on, then you'll have those processes already laid out, and you can say, here you go, this is how I do this thing. Follow these steps to, take this off my plate kind of situation. You want to have them already laid out. Now, I understand like you're not going to have the information for that right away. Like you're going to need to work in your business for a little bit and kind of see which things you want to have a standard process for. But once you decide what that is, whether it's like replying to customers or certain customer questions and you want to answer them a certain way, that kind of thing, you can like lay that out for somebody else to take over it later. Number 8, maybe less of a file, more of a file folder, but you're going to want to create a testimonial bank. Now this could look like you've asked clients for testimonials and they've emailed you something, and so you've got a literal block of text that they've sent you that you can use as a testimonial. That's totally fine. You put that in a doc or a spreadsheet to save those. But also if anybody has commented on anything that you've done on Instagram or YouTube or somewhere like that, and you can screenshot it, then you want to do that too. Block out their names or get their permission to keep their names in it. Either way, you want to screenshot that and have a folder, ideally by product, although generally speaking, it doesn't matter that much. You just want testimonials for your business as a whole, but also if you have specific products, you'll want to organize them by product. So the next time you launch that product or have a sales page, you can put those specific testimonials on that product page. But generally speaking, you want just testimonials that anybody has written for you in a folder so that they're easy to access when you need them. So number 9 is going to be an emergency access list. So this is just going to be a list of the most important information for your business. This is going to be like your name and contact info. If anybody else works in your business with you, their name and contact info. And then you also want to list like get the tools you use, the URL for the tool, and then where is your access information located. Like again, you don't want to save login and password information inside of Google Drive, but put where that information is, where can it be found. And then finally, you will want a dream projects list. So this touches back a little bit on what I talked about in the last video, where I want you to have a place where you dump all of your ideas. So this could be that, or it could be a totally separate one where you've got really good, almost fleshed out ideas that are not ready to be made yet. And you want to put that information on here. So this is just going to be everything that you even think about you might ever want to have as a part of your business. Have a document where all of that information is saved so that you don't forget it. And then when you are ready to launch that next product, then you've got a place where you can go back and say, oh yeah, I remember when I wanted to make this thing, and you can start building it out. And yes, I've got these pre-organized for you inside of Chaos to Cozy. You can totally DIY this. Just start with these 10. Or you can grab from Chaos to Cozy and get the entire system already created for you. It includes all 10 of these files, plus the folder layout, a checklist, a walkthrough video. It just makes the entire setup feel easy. If you want to check it out, I'm going to drop the link down in the comments. And be sure to check out the next video where I will walk you through the Chaos to Cozy system. See you there.